Hi, this is Heidi Caswell here, WordPress 101 for Boomers. And in the last post, we were talking about how sometimes your sidebar disappears and some of the reasons for it to disappear. And one of the things that we talked about, we'll go ahead and show you here an example. Here's one that it dropped on down. As you can see, it dropped down and it's messed up there. And the cause on this one is because of the pictures here are too large. That doesn't necessarily look that large like there. It kind of looks like it fits in that square. But that's actually not the size of the picture. It kind of limited it itself and squished it down automatically. These things are getting kind of smart so that it will work. I mean, if I click on this image, it shows the image just is filling up the whole thing there. And that's okay too. But the image itself is actually bigger than that. That's just what's showing up on it right there. Okay, here I am on the image. We're going to see what size this image really is. We're just going to go click here and we're going to go to view image. And right at the very top you can't see, it's showing the image as being 1024 by 576. Now that 1024 is just too many pixels across to fit well in most sites. I go back to the site on the edit link itself and it shows that originally it was over like 3,000 wide, which is much wider than a computer screen goes. You really do want to have it smaller. And then sometimes as you go put your sites in, because you can go here and you can change the size. You can just click it and make it different size, a different percentage. Like if 50% would be half of what size it was. So you can make it smaller there. Now, even if WordPress itself, if you use it to shrink your bigger image on down, if it's already bigger and you're just shrinking and using it smaller, a lot of times it's still with the bigger picture. It is using that information to, it's still taking longer for your page to upload. The more data in the image, the bigger it is, it has more data. And it takes it longer to upload onto a site and longer for your pages to do. So either way, you really don't want to have your pictures that big to go on a site. To have your images to start with, it's good to have them be a size that fits well with your blog. Now you can edit it, like I showed you before, on WordPress itself, and that is one option. And if it's somewhere close, it may just save time, upload it, and like, okay, I want a little bit different size, and you just make it a different size. Right up here, you can actually make a different size by just changing the size here and saving it to which size you want. And that can make it smaller there. What it actually did is it warped the picture because it wasn't the size what it was and put it back to its original size. And then it went back to where it was. The first thing I'm going to do is what's a good size to put in there. How wide should the image be to start with? And if I go in, this is a cool little tool I have called Firebug that helps me out a lot. And I can just click on things and it will kind of show me how much space it has. And this is in the post. And you got padding and stuff. But it's going to have about that much space. And if I look there, I got about 649. I don't want any picture bigger than 649. In fact, 625 are probably about as big as I want to put in there. 600 would be a good size picture. And so if you upload your pictures at 600, then they're not going to be as bigger. It's not going to slow down your site as much, and you're not going to have the problems. Now, the exact number you need depends on your theme, but you can use an editor to change the size of your images. I use GIMP. You can use any text editor. You just go and you scale the image to the size you want.